Hi guys, Stars Be Cool here, and today is going to be my first theory video. Now, ever since I barely started YouTube, I've loved theory videos, game theory, film theory, less popular, but the Theorizer, he's really great, you should check him out. I used to like Proto Mario's Pokemon theories, that kinda created the worst video I've ever made, but, anyways, I wanted to do a theory video ever since I got this channel, but I thought, you know what, no one's into those anymore, and I kind of set a certain, reputation with philosophies and skits. Those were my things, so, this was kind of out of the ordinary, but I finally thought of a really good one. It's about Minecraft. I know Minecraft it's not really that popular anymore, but it's about the similarities between Minecraft and and Ender's Game. It's because I'm looking at the third book I just got today, Xenocide. So, I thought about this theory quite a while ago, back when I made that, double philosophy, but I forgot about it, and I just remembered. So these are all the similarities between the Endermen and Ender's Game. Seriously, when I first read Ender's Game, I was like, does this have anything to do with Minecraft? And I found a lot of similarities between them. This might be on purpose. This might be on accident. But I found a lot of similarities. And it might come closer to the infamous Minecraft ending, finding the answer to that. So, I'm gonna start with the obvious one, the name, Endermen, Ender's Game. Now, what I'm comparing the Endermen to is the buggers, or the antagonists, supposedly, in Ender's Game. Now, this comes a little bit towards the end of Ender's Game, so if you don't want any spoilers, go ahead and read the book, not the movie. The movie, I've never even seen it, but I know, I've heard a lot about it. I'm pretty sure it, friggin' sucks. But the book's amazing. It's, my favorite book of all time. But, so anyways, so I'm gonna start now. The buggers were an alien species, which can be compared to, to the Enderworld, which seems to be located in space. And the people there are the Endermen. There's some on Earth. They always are doing things that look quite human, picking up the blocks and stuff, but no one ever questions them. They just assume they're the enemy. And whenever you look at them, you see that they attack you when you look into their eyes. Now, this may just be a coincidence, but also, sorry, I'm going to a different room. And the first time I hear about the buggers, it's Ender playing a game with his older bully brother, called People in Bugger, something like that. And he always has to be the bugger, where he gets chased around and beat up pretty much. But the importance is they talk a lot about the mask he has to wear that really shortens his vision, because the holes are extremely small where the eyes are. Now, this isn't like the buggers, but the importance of eyes, that's one of the things I noticed. But, so here's the really hardcore connections. Alright, I'm still trying to gather my thoughts. I didn't write any of this down. So basically, eventually, after preparing through a lot of tough trials, I guess, I'm just thinking of some of these on the spot, that the netherworld can be compared to battle school, which was what most of the book was about. And I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting stuff. So it can be compared to battle school, and eventually, after fighting and fighting and fighting, you finally make it to the Enderworld. Now, what after you're in the Enderworld, you encounter the Ender Dragon, which you kill. Now, once it kills, an egg appears. Now, let me tell you what this is all about. If you haven't seen it, the end of Ender's Game, at the end, he is supposedly practicing playing virtual games where he pilots ships and is trying to destroy virtual buggers. But what he learns is that he's actually sending commands to real ships. And he thought it was a game, but when he finally defeats the wait a second. When he finally defeats the buggers, he finds out he defeats the queen, which I guess can be compared to the Ender Dragon. Now this is why it gets the name Ender's Game, because he thought it was a game, but it wasn't. And the main character's name is Ender. So, well, it's actually Andrew Wiggin, but he goes by the name Ender, okay? Getting off topic. So, later in that story, about years later, they have colonized new planets, and in one of them, he finds an egg. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole story on how that finds the egg. That's probably the most deep and complex thing I've ever seen, how he finds the egg. Because, it goes all the way back to the beginning of the book. So, seriously, read it. I swear, you don't have to read it now if you're too lazy and you want to hear this. But, seriously, eventually read it because it's freaking awesome. Now, and then read the sequel. Speaker for the Dead's really good. I'm about to read Xenocide. Those are the second and third books. So, anyways, he finds the egg, and when he does, the queen speaks to him through the mind. It's the new queen, I guess, the princess who has now become the queen, and she explains what I think can be compared to the two voices you hear at the end of Minecraft. And also one similarity I forgot to make, Minecraft is supposedly a game, but at the end it seems like they're talking to the real you, not the avatar you. Which I thought that's a pretty cool connection to how Ender thought it was a game, but it was reality. So anyways, there's not a lot of important things to talk about. Just the fact that one thing they say is sometimes their words will be blanked out. And they'll say those words are beyond human comprehension. Something like that. And what Ender learns from the queen, he writes a book about it, becoming called The Hive Queen. He then makes a sequel on his brother, the Hegemon, and he goes by the name Speaker for the Dead, hence the title of the second book. He learns that the buggers were never really evil. Just like with ants, there's only one female, that was the egg, who populates the entire who creates the whole population. And then, they never hear them talk until Ender communicates mentally through them. And they say they don't have mouths. They all communicate telepathically. Her being the one person who's always communicating, who's keeping that flow going. And that's why she was on the ship that Ender destroyed to destroy the entire bugger population. So, they don't talk, and that's why humans and them first started war, because they didn't know what the heck was going on. They were all like, alright, are these guys good or evil? Because they're not talking to us. So, I'm sorry, I'm still thinking a little. Alright, so I thought that was a pretty cool comparison. And, I'm just gonna relist the similarities. Now that I think of it, there weren't as much as I thought, but just like the buggers, the Endermen were a human-like species who seemed to be you could see through their moving blocks. They thought like humans. Their eyes were of some importance. And once you destroy the leader, you get an egg. And you later learn about the words. All that stuff. Now, this isn't exactly as I thought. I never wrote any of this down, so I wasn't really sure how all the pieces would connect. But I still thought they could possibly be based off each other. And I found a lot of similarities between them. This video didn't go as well as I thought it would, but I hope you liked it, and maybe it'll give you something to think about and read Ender's Game. So bye.